case no obogu ye no then atu so ye no echo appeal no judges court of appeal judges be so trans no almost share the evidence nia wie no mienu any judge sewa anya adwen almost say judge no power fast di asem no anya adwen almost nya adwen enti almost rule 3-2-1 judge akabofo any judge Asante Edward Asante a rule and atufoso enya netim die ena ma ene atufoso aye free a wotuma koye finance minister inti chama to me all hope is not lost now inti ajuboko every before ajuboko na legal vacation na every next week na be court ko ji na hume you remember in October it be bon price by October no now all the record of proceedings any when they say no they are transmitting from the high court no near the court of appeal now me say the speed at which judge no any do assembly the same way that me press say high court judge supreme court of appeal judge so this that speed but share two cases are pending for them back here appeal against the submission of no case and a second one here appeal against the judgment and the sentencing. Into no judge me sabe traso. Judge me say traso wia na ye no mo nya adwia na ko supreme court. Na judge emu akotraso. Say judge emu traso na anya ya na judge 7 akotraso na aye final. Until all hope is not lost yet. So those who are jubilating me wasam kakra ekachire mu. Bible say Proverbs chapter 24:7. Proverbs 24:17-18. Moi, mu jubilate. Say, yet there's such amount to me 20 years. Any day. Jubilation no be. Omo mu jubilate, you know. And this is only day. They say, Bobombe, Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, Nya J. Pebumu Enya J. Black Rasta mo energy A+ ehuru Black Rasta ehuru all those who are happy because Chairman to me has been jailed 20 years because Chairman to me is in pain because Chairman to me is down now all those jubilating no munche their Bible letter enya keso muntie Proverbs chapter 20, it goes for you all of you. Obi biara jubilating over Chairman to be predicament. Munche their Bible eka. Munche their Bible to Proverbs 24:17-18 tells you not to be happy when an enemy falls or stumbles, because the Lord will see it and will be displeased and potentially turn his anger away from them and towards you. Or see man when you just say nya utan no wa hwiase ana asamato no e ba ne sa nya mebeku no hu anani nje na ne bifu show no na me de beba wo so. Proverbs 24:17-18. If you see Proverbs 17:5 states that whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Obi biara na ni agi say a sign na mania to obi no. Sa ni pa kono Bible say o no to. Punishment aso die bi bo no so. If you dey ko Abadai chapter 12. Abadai 12. Or see warn the nation of Edom that they should not have rejoiced over the destruction and distress of their fellow brother, because God will pronounce judgments. It's Bible said me time for me nye na say me hwiase am sorry. Eti obi biara owo badwimba osuro nyame na onim se nipa yense hwe enne ya wa hoden ochina etubi yare enne yetinkomu ochina yetubi wu enne yenyaje ochina. Bible says there is time for everything under the sun. There is time for everything. There is time for time you'll be happy, time you'll be sorrow, time of time you'll be born and time you'll die. And to the say dream ba na wo fie nyansa. The moment obi asamaba wakwa huyeye mu no. When you jubilate say you have incurred the wrath of God. It means that you are not a brother keeper. It means that you are trying to tell God, say, Sani Pakuru Peno Odiboyemi, on your deserve it. As I said, the whole Ghana no Galamsea. Chamawu to be po yamu kodiso ya Galamsea. But Mudi Galamsea nya swa chamawu to me. Teacher must Galamsea kosu Ghana nya no chamawu to me wakare ya cross. Ena moko bona se say uncle 20 years. Meanwhile, omo mu jubilate omo kasa nyano omo kasa ebushia ye Galamsey omo yiri mu ye Galamsey omo ku mu ye Galamsey omo yiri bi ye Galamsey omo party ye Galamsey omo company director now o hwe no ye Galamsey ana gold ye tu illegal mining na ye wo Ghana no da so koso insunu say forest no say NDC for ye na maka ye dim say Galamsey no eson call ye na ya dane no ama nipa baako yetio na ye ni age say nipa baako no waso ye Galamsey fo boni nia no da kwase no mu a ebe da nyame ebufu shumba man no so man ya ye di boni amafo di boni mi ka say aben mu no boni e koso aben mu mi ka say corruption any mining na e koso make us say obi ye mine the move mine e koso go board Galamsey fua omo ye mine na ye ko chie mo a omo calculators ye hu bi fa and ye to gold fi Galamsey fu ho omo mugusu say so Galamsey is still around west na say omaya intentry ni eni ho omaya there is so much injustice say you push Galamsey to an innocent solar. He has not been accused of Galamsey, but they say the one they say obi use the land I Galamsey. The people don't use the land they call balance no on the no so onko na on land they call use no onko 20 years yati nyame ati some bunte no say you see you judge amount me and then judgment no and then judge there or the Mmra na ye adwuma but ye tie chi na ya judge it amount to me say or deserve it you need to go de no yenna nyame bufu hwe beba ye so because ye nia ni pania Bible say ni pania ye boni na nyame no nyam aboyin obi ani wa otri wo mamu there is no righteous let all men be liar and God be the truth 80-50% mama so e ko se kwala wo no Ghana bia no ye boni mu na ye wo yen na ye gusu ye boni ye gusu di ntro ye gusu ye Galamsey ye gusu ye corruption ye gusu ye committee crime ye kum nipa ye hihye ye sese ye manipulations judges for omo engage in corruption edaso jis sika na omo ye intentry omo mantenti ni adwuma they are there police for omo gusu ji brabo ememu soldier for customs for asofo omo de nyame edi ebo pol any civil society ya kwa na ya police abo shomu sa ga no mu nya ni yantimafo na ye gusu ya say kalabule and ya bo po wo memu no say we rejoice over chairman WONTUMI predicament nyame bufu baba onu say nyame so be start ajeje o obehwe wo a wo rejoice no bisa say enti wo a wo rejoice no we ya why na homo and you get to know say the consequences will be too much for you we dey there we dey asre that me am say na mo say obi for such about to be 20 years who told you embomu enchira he has been declared political prisoner That's how we see it. He was targeted, destroyed, and jailed 20 years. But thank God, jail cried 20 years out. The amount at 30 years. 30 years, you should not buy Winia. You be free, no? And I be Chamamut, and when I said, Mamma Fiwa, President Baby will free Chamam to me. Trust me. I said, you could talk about free Chamam to me. But never be free Chamam to me. Because what to me, no. In criminal jurisprudence, because a criminal law was say it is better say you free 1,000 prisoners than to jail an innocent soul. It should be a to be sued. Arabia Mmra or mine and the system. That's my fear. If he is generally innocent, anybody who partake in jailing Chairman to me wrongly, and now any injustice made to Chairman to me, they have any consequences. And when the legal and spiritual consequences matter, and you can't dodge it. That is why I've never rejoiced over somebody's spiritual needs. Because me too, me pet. No me sin to me too fi to me wo me na yemu boni me di wasase so no say yesi ye ajeji a kame ense se me tra ha me no ye na de na me nya ye de be na me nya ye boni be na me ni ye wasase so ne humobro de be na wo so a wo hwe me no nya ye Judge is a regular hano. Are you ready? If you're told by Michelle, something I'm trying and that's expose. I know who judges or not by any, when they say a punchy. Oh, a Kadia, would you see? But you did, oh, many. Yeah, you're fairly much. There is to be a move on the unity. Scandals are muddy good almost so. Hey! Any people, police for, soldier for, ahim for, aso for. Now here na otri will Ghana, who is righteous and who is without blemish. Yesika yedi wo memun enso ye oton enti Ghana obia yusu we means. Prayer for so be yesika no say you're subjected to street proof. All of us will be wanting. Those who are married today, because Mama have come to power, say you're subjected to street proof to me. How you got the money? Will be found wanting. Nyami pen onim, yemi masem. Enti na, obi asemba na catch na me say nyami mo bo wate. Na they to Chairman to me here, nyami money bin to me. Na me sua de wo mu. But I ko rejoice e ko bo say a, nyami bu fuso beba wo so. Kan etie. Nyami bu fuso beba wo so. Enti adwoboko. Chairman will have the day in court. Court of appeal bekasa. Supreme Court so bekasa. Say na me pay chairman will come out and he will come out strong, healthy to continue what he knows how to do. But what we should not forget is the galamsey that is still going on, the hypocrisy in the system, the pretense, the as if, the kind of, if I say, double standards, selective justice, and in Yachima, Yagusu Yawabebro, and what Ubia, because nobody is clean. No, I tell it again, from the Supreme Court to the last judge, everybody has issues. Everybody has issues. And the issue no any about corruption, but any about moral issues, integrity issues, transactional issues. What you will be able to resist and what you don't will resist. Until unless expose came, we didn't know that judges could collect bribe, but it shows. And Judge Atukuba have said it. Say there are judges, some judges who they are more than injustices. Atukuba during the public lecture or say judges in the Ghana almost check injustices because they don't deserve to be judges. And then Judge Atukuba said it, and only a Supreme Court judge. And anybody who have encountered any judge be me too. Say me a lawyer, me nye papa. Obi a family client be him. Nti nya fa some job him. And I me 100%. Lawyer me juma me no. My 100%. I can't be 100%. I can't be holy. I have my shortcomings, I have my challenges. Yeah, 13 years. I net here, Abrabo is net here. Also for be anywhere 100%. Also for be when soon talk. Ebi also for be no dey any okron, obi no dey any se ape, obi be dey map, ebi mu so dey ne wagade. Everybody has challenges. So let's be very careful the way we judge one another. And let's be careful the way we rejoice. Now, I'm a producer. I'm happy about some comments about what WONTUMI platform. Producer, but you're Bobinam, it's if you ensure now you're found too young for. The Modiana, if you ensure you're found too young for. The producer said, I already are. But now you're found too young for because it's very interesting the way we are handling Chairman's suit case. Chairman will come back. That is my prayer. And that is the prayer of everybody. Never rejoice over the becoming of your brother, says the Lord. Never. Never. Because the judge who sees secret knows our heart. Every hidden thing. The biara yedi see wa Abrabo no. Ebe date. Because on the day of judgment, no, our works ebe go through fire. Or I say, hey, na nyame bie ni. Ama ye ni ama ye wo memu a anka ye mo bisubo. Ye rejoice because dudua wo memu no ebo Ghana kro no. Dudua wo memu no egusu ese Yesu. Dudua wo memu egusu eji demede. Dudua wo memu no egusu catechonist. Dudua wo memu no egusu ye bone etia oman no ene nipa. And we are all pretending to be righteous. So I see people like Kevin Taylor say onye papa. Oh no, say boy no onye papa. Because we be and so rejoice over every coming because he's more than a criminal or not or a crime because he is a criminal. It is a conduct in a criminal conduct. So you can't be and can say you jail the pie Kevin Taylor. Captain Span to the same thing. Nyama Captain Mata ye during another time no. So you jailing confer Captain Span to you in jail. Bra Rasa de onye papa. Bra Rasa de onye papa obi otumi story friend say parliamentary term ono so a criminal minded person say who should record that criminal minded person e could did and what e chiko bo krono me mu nya sori omo say we na enyo ono pe wo hwe omo a omo sori tia omo sori jubilative for tabamuto no you could see say credibility is an issue when you put them one on one they are all committed crime before they are all not clean. They are not clean, not even to jubilate. And Nanado show mercy. Say, next time NDC for violating the law, no, one taking revenge. He prayed for second chance. That's what Nanado did. That what could double salary? Nyama NDC for you nyano Nanado at the chomo. To the extent say judges are about cases are involving NDC appointees. None of the judges was willing to fast track the case and to jail. Mutibium. Bra Nanado Wapano. Judges are not NDC case started free at 240 case. They were not in a hurry to jail at 240. 2 official proof case. They were not in a hurry to jail. Kwabado 4 case. Collins Dawad case. What did I say? And a lot of the criminal cases are, and then Mama Baya obey enter another person kwano. Nanado did not put pressure on the judges. Neither did they call for jailing of them. Nanado allowed the system, and the judges was smart enough. They didn't want to have issues with the government that will come, so they play it safe. Justice Asiedu refused to fast track the case involving NDC former chairman They said it trial for almost about 5 years. He was smart enough. Over all the cases. NDC for time. Yet trial mono. None of the judges was eager. And that table not turning, you know. You don't want to be brave. A trial say the judges are smart. These politicians, they use and dump you. And the judges who are smart, no, play it cool when another was in power, and they are benefited because system is such a way. Say politicians there, they always want to take advantage. Omo opportunists, omo kofubia, omo no politicians that omo taye budi for they almost say agendas because of power. They do everything for power, and then let not anybody rejoice over oral or nothing. Oral have achieved nothing. Oral have achieved nothing. Chairman WONTUMI case any oral, any about looting. Chairman WONTUMI was not an appointee of government. Chairman's case any mining Mmra Act na what accusing say or the man will be only na case of permission. That's all. So Chairman WONTUMI, it's not about oral. What is important is that you understand that life, anything can happen. But the producer, so we have patrol, Bomodiana, me video some of the mauno, Bomodana bo na itifo and share. Bomodana bo because we say
Samson. To prosecute what I call political cases, because there's a justice delivery system in which the judges are not by themselves in a hurry to prosecute people, that to adjudicate matters. You could go and do an audit of the adjournment mechanisms in the court. If you do a proper audit, you see that look, cases are treated in the normal course of events. And a judge could tell you that look, I will adjourn this case. Some people can even, some of the judges will even adjourn 2 months, an adjournment. Okay. So now this is a special case. They take it to a special court. And the judge will tell you that look, you can't go to another court and then maybe do a case whilst I'm waiting. You need to come to this court and then we proceed with the case. What is the meaning of that? It is ministering to the generality of our people. Now let's do an ambulance trial relative to political cases. But when we come to the civil cases about land matters, the same energies these judges are using in trying to, adjudicate criminal cases, are they applied to civil cases? That if you got a very good land case, a judge will tell you, like my previous situation, come to court at 9 o'clock, and then let's adjudicate till lunch time, and then go and have lunch and come back, and I'll close at 4. Are the judges giving, their energies to the political criminal cases, but the rest of the cases which are not so, or other criminal cases, they won't give it the attention. So there is a good grounding for the position that I think the judges are in an ambulance mood to, jail people. Let me tell you something which is frightening. Justice hasn't gotten a political term of 4 years. And when some people are saying that, let's run an ambulance of a justice delivery system, then we are saying that, oh, we are trying to placate Jubilee House. Because they are interested, together with their constituencies, that people should be jailed. So that they say, this is a very serious government. If you are very corrupt, we're going to deal with you. And guess what? That kind of frenzy in NDC and in Jubilee House, you will not find expression in the court of competent jurisdiction. A court of competent jurisdiction wouldn't want to care about the fact that, how many people can we jail? So they will say that we are politically consequential. No, that is not justice delivery. And this is my chief concern. So, for instance, when we said we wanted the judge to consider the constitutional matters, something, all that you need to do is that, look, I want to make a referral to the Supreme Court. And then the Supreme Court will come out with its decision on the constitutional matters raised by a counsel for the accused persons. And then that should be the way I should go relative to the decision I've given. Guess what? The decision had been put together already. The constitutional matters and even the motion to move them did not minister to the judge at all. And the judge had the judgment written out before, we look at the issue of the motion. What is that ministering to everybody? Now look, I'm ready to, do what I want to do, and I will not be persuaded by any constitutional matter. That leaves much to be desired. So there is a serious grounding for the proposition that judges who have political cases to deal with are in an ambulance mood.
Two elections, you know the people you promoted in this insult fest. You know the people you promoted who maligned everybody in this country. They respected no elder. They respected no chief. No corporate executive was spared except their NDC. You kept quiet. You said absolutely nothing. President Mahama, most of the insults, most of the misinformation and the maligning was done in your name. You know it. You didn't pause 1 minute to disavow it. You've nurtured a monster, and now it is grown, and people are latching onto that. They feel it is okay. Please, don't underestimate what the ordinary person learns from the people at the top. They feel it is right. That's why they are doing it. Please learn the lessons. This is not how to grow our democracy. Free speech is a sacred constitutional right, but it carries responsibility. And those of you who are doing this, including journalists, you make it difficult for us, the advocates, against the repressive legislations that are being used. It is not a permit for lawlessness, nor is it a shield for foolishness. And that will be my take. In the lead up to...
I think, sir, Captain Smart was jubilating. No, me say, Captain, what problem? Oja Captain Smart, what you no problem, sir? So no. Now, we pay MPD. Oh, just we pay MPD. Now, Captain Smart in DM people in the scandals. Issues that Captain Smart will go Abrabo. What you say? Now, we go DMP. No. The movements, Captain Smart, they are regarding them more. Hey, and I'm Kaswa, we're going to say, chairman of NDC. Never what kind of Captain Smart. And Captain Smart, you see the things that we know about you, we don't want you to start jubilating. WONTUMI is far better than you in every area of your life. Abrabo have. And you never come to one have. So stop the stupidity. Stop the nonsense. This is not the time for you to jubilating. You join your form because we should sir. I'm not for anymore. So much won't say NPP were vindictive. You should have been in jail by now. So please, I don't think say And then President Mamba, I think if you na the amount, the amount if you jailing people for free speech, no, it's not the best. You have a legacy that you have to protect. I cut less than 2.5 years to go. If you want your legacy to be, say, people who engage in free speech, and then maybe you tokunu, ebe saking kofo, ebe jeli chabon to me. Then I think say your legacy will not be the best, because whether you like it or not, you need power. So me pabone say, you share na you. So be quiet, man. We don't jubilate. So the Bible can, you know. The moment you jubilate, you attract the wrath of God. Now, so far as when they say, Osofo waha, na ebi waha nkwandie. Ebi, what's the best space? We need that. We knew. Apollo be a chimney. Apollo be a chimney. Apollo keep trying to know. We have to make sure we do. Space. And you know, maybe we be who
Apollo no yafane normally na ni nyina ya na eye symptoms glaucoma because say I know ebelusu pressure eno na de sa na man ye de eba eno eba ni say na ensuo be gina ni ne so ye emmo edi say ensuo ni ntimi mpia eno na de amaman na be fa ni ne so to ko a obeda be sore ni na ye de akata untimi nti eba ni sa enye sa akeke eye wo yankasa because light is so untimi nye de enhwe light untimi nhwe kanea na say eni ni so ayo bisi eno no mpempi no entanche obi o ha 1 week 2 weeks na atie de eko ewumu ebesa ye de aba enti se wantu wana mo entemu a ebekwa akofa hawaye de akese de abro because glaucoma na betimi detect wo training obi o ha 5 years 10 years 15 years and over ansa na ye de eyi ne ho adi enti mre be pie no na ese ye ni na ye de
na ebi kwa bi di agro
onse ye de bia ye hye esim ena esi no mpempi no obi afa ne se so steady ade ya oze esi no mframa na firi mu ye no eba titru ye drivers no ye saashe esi no ye wuru ye glass ye de esi nti ye ben front view no de mframa no nyina wani so na ye de efa eno timi ma pressure ye de ebe ni ye de eso ena ye na ye hwe ye t laptops enim computers enim TV screens eno so no etimi ma pressure ye de ebe ani ne so obi wo so wo drive ne glass no wo rubber form ne mframa na efa ani ne so na ni ye de plus eno so timi ma pressure ne ye de eba ye ma me mu omu wo ja ho omu di je ne ye nuane ye nua mema mu a omu wo so me omu twa nua omu a omu to phone na wisie chese ne ma bebre timi de ye de ediba ne mpempe ni ye na ye wo office no ya adwene nye de enko sa ne ma ne so sanke na wo hye wo glass ye wo glass ni bi wo ha ebo ani ne ho ban a emma problem bi ama ani ne ye de eso etinka screen anim na wo ti a enka wo hye bi even though kra ye phone say na kwase broni ye phone no wa ye bibi di amaye ya se light na blight be bla betimi ye de amaswa ye de ati na phones ni bi wo kro mo de ato se omo se night mood o se eno se no eni nye white et se blur et broni kro nim se phone na wo hwe so sa na betimi the problem ayede abla wani no enti wa ye sa de ne ye de ewum enso bi betimi ekura na phone fra no pa akwapem anwumle eno no obi de ye de ginani
obi kura o da kora phone susu
so won
am I to be now
pa
dem am to be now e phone na ebra
se adwene ne ho na adwene ne ye de ewo se obi epede wo system ni ma ye de ehu enti ebasa na the problem be ye de ebebre wani no eno na obi wo wa phone ni kura na jese wo de kwa kire yie pa ansa na wo hu obi so wa jese wo de ben ni ase ansa na wo ye de wo hu mesro tumrika na bra ABA Herbal Clinic na wrade mfia so ye de omo meda se na meda ahwefo ase ba bibia fidi kesi ekoduru bia monfa enche ye pa because dodo na abakumase clinic omo ba ye de yatum ABA heba so fata na menemo kase momfa ncheme ye gunsie so ewo kumase na minimisi betimi awie no enne ne nkanyambo a wachini juo ne brada ya ye adwuma enso yentimi nyede enwie ye me bompa se ebia from Tuesday Wednesday na bibia yede aye okay etimesre mo amu kumase ne mpatamu no momfa ncheme se mo ba na ABA heba ya to kumase office ni mu a ensiesie kakra gusu ayeye de ye enti mo amu kumase no mesre mo momfa ncheme nyame ya aduma ene radio ni TV ni ntino se ye wie ho aduma na ma na so na afia beba be na so mo ayede amma hu enti se de kumase office no ya hold kakra ye nsisi etoto niema mienu miensa bi ye bewie enche bia enti ye nwie kumase de no mo amo ben enkran mo amo ben doma hinkro ABA heba ye adwuma nyame ya do ameka se manu si ya na dua mitu akọ akra sanete wachina anopa ko mikoduru ya na metena se de aye adwuma enti mu amo wonkan ne mpatamu ne de nyame ya adwuma wachina ABA heba osofo ata metena se ewo kaswa millennium adade last stop ehona metena se de aye adwuma na sene so se doma hinkro ye wo apia kubi coastal no prada dwom ho a ene ye wo enti mu amo wo bunu ne mpatamu ni nyina mo mfa mo ni nkyere doma ahinkro se da bia mekano no mu amo wo eye gos ne mpatamu no krada ne ye wo da bia ye betena se wo Genesis FM premises wa ena sahwifo ni nyina so efiada bia ye trase wo eye baabi ni adehye FM ensese de mesra mu kumase ena mu nsiesie ni ntino ya hodu kakra ye nya adwuma etise oba kumase nyame ya adoma wachina ABA heba Mmra ne ya tumtimesrew mu amwo ho ni nyina wo de mu mfrese da bia moye no mu mfre na se mu fra ye hye adwuma se be moye de ehunu na mom se wo ben enkran ana oben do ma hinkura ubetimi ene ABA heba enyanketa hodie yeden ewo ho ABA heba se da bia mekano to ma hinkuro ena so ekese no ewo ye wo brade jom apia kubi coastal na kire ope ene ewo saaso na okwa kaswa ye wo Millennium City inside eye adade last stop Millennium City inside adade last stop it is Central region Greater Accra for Oti region Volta region Savannah region for ni nyina WONTUMI na munhia me wo kaswa Millennium adade last stop kaswa Millennium adade last stop fanamba no ne frɛ na ABA heba nurses ne beje o ofeso odone ntiase so kuru yemu enkyeremu bi a wo pe bi obama won sa yede aka eti mu amoben enkokofuo ni nyina mu amobetimi akonkran no kan hu se obekumase begie dru na wo adru asa na akonya ne wo ho a wo de ofre ye de nuo ne bibe firi nkran ma won sa yede aka na se waso betimi aba akra de a mesro se WONTUMI no wayede na waba bomode na bra na twedi ampo nyankopon adanse ode ahyema fromu ma adanse ode ewura mimu na wonam me so eje enkrofo na oyi nkrofo firi yade krankrom titiri wona wani eha wo no tumrika ni ABA heba nyankita hodie na wo so wonsanye den enkabi ABA heba da bia me kasa yade a me ye ho adwuma edoso yie pa na ena nsema wedelu wo ani ehwemu ntine ebomidi ane yade ani na tato ne nyina ne se wie ye blemu yi menam dia bibiduro etu ani flase ewo abra menye wo pressure men so ahweniwa men fredo so yede ewu wani ne so mem woduro na ma de ko fredo ane adi koko na abedi a wudi bi agum enkwan a wudi bi yede agum eduro ne fantirima famogem betre ma be yemu adwuma ebepetre ne makumtire ne mkro na ba ani no so ba wo so ma ani na yeden atia ekwa enyeden emabiem etise wani ne si yo wisi eye okantan eye okusu eye okabisi eye osede ententan wo so no anopa wi anwumre wani ne si yo fita sede ebo asie na tumrika ne ABA heba clinic enye enkita hodie se ye glaucoma cataract ete wosu tumrika na yede ebra na twedi aponya agopo befam so ama yaresane fa hodie yede aye wodia na se se ABA heba maso ye nye operation wo ho yen sha hwehweniwa yen fredo so ye de enwu ye ni so minro no eye adusama wo de ko fredo ane na ye de edie koko a wodi bi agum enkwan a wodi bi ede agum eduro ne fantirima fa mogem ebetirima beye mu adwuma ebetirima kumtirima kuro na abani no so ba wo so amanate ekwa enyede emmabiem etse wani no so yo wisi ayo kantan ayo kusu ayo kabisi tumrika ne ABA haba enyan kitahudie se da bia meka no broni abrante me na mede kwaye bletuom abafie da bia eka mesime clinic eho efe yie pa na ubo wura clinic ho so a ubo wura clinic ho a eho efe no enyina echi no edua bia haban bia ababia ahoma bia abna bia wo se wuhunu bibia so eho wonsa be yeden ebeka ne nyina nsa me ma se o meto tablet ho o meto capsules ho ensu aduro bia nyeden eni ho eye oba ne wo se me ma wo ensu aduro a mia me di nubra ne hahama ne enkohine ne abra ne ma wo ko se ne dido wakono wa de yeden anom sanya saa so a enua na mesi aye ne powder esama wode kwakọ fredo ane ede edi adu na koko a wodi bi agum enkwan a wodi bi ede agum adu na be fentima fa moje ebetirima beye mu adwuma ebetirima kumtirim kro na ba ni nso ba wo so ma ni na ede atia ekwa enyeden emmabiem edise wani no so yo wisi eyo kantan eyo kusu eyo kabisi eyo sede ententan wo so no anopa wi anwumre wani no so yo fita sede ebo asie na tumrikana ni ABA haba krekenyan kitahudie na twedi aponyankopɔ enfams na yalsane fa hodie enya wodia de number no osu betimi afrese esi a na de wonti ase no wayede wabisa number no eye 0531
0531
78 06 51 0531 78 06 51 and 0541 56 51 99 0541 56 51 99 Vodan aya 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 61 ABA heba ye numbers eno no also free na de wonti ase no wayede wabisa ABA utie me wodi no aya glaucoma dabi ameka mese glaucoma no akanfo frɛ ni hintefraye yade a ehinta esie nipa dakro pɛ na abɛsɛ wani na yɛde ɛde ama akwasi broni se ano nya de eni aduro ebi heba memonya ho entiase no wanya nkyeremu sɛ twedian po nyankopɔn wonim sɛ yade bata nipadua no ho no ɛno ntin wode abane ma yɛsɛ yɛni abano ne afa ha no nyɛde ensa yade dabi ameka sɛ yade bi wo na wonya nyaano aduro menkondemi menkasa yade na no nyɛde eni aduro ebi heba hwehwe metira kwana me hunu se aduro yede ewo ho ekwa be na glaucoma ne faso ba na de na ede yede ede ba doctors na ma yenya nkyeremu se eye entini ne de yetini na saa entini no ene ma yene ni ya adwiri nya nkitahodie saa entini no pressure eba so a ene ko fa sa yade glaucoma ne yede edeba na enanse enteda trenim na wontimi nhuru ani ne so na wontimi nsoso ma ne nkotre ne nkoye mu adwuma no eno ntina kwasi buronesi ano nyede eni aduro we na ma ABA heba de bia medicani asedi ya mfato ho de kyerɛw sɛ kania se fi ana esumbema ya pepem ne yeden ya pepem ho kania se de se fi ana esumbem na de ade bonso de passed no wa still so fi ne yeden ewum ba de ade bonso de passed ne insider o sa ebright na ehran se de meka se tro se yenso kania fancy pass ana kodo ase sika ne adi aso na ehran ama obia no nipadua ne kania ene ani etimatthew se entrase ma wani tanu num ne se nipadua ne nyamfa so obia nyeden efeso wo ntina twedi apo nyankopɔ di APA heba clinic osofo ato osofo abrantie osofo 3 days osofo rasta brunia brantie no de be pie wo memu ase won fam so nyi wo mfiri wani fra yade eze ye glaucoma bomoden na bra ewo na utiri pile utifo timi dwa ose wa na ko ewo na aba obi wa na so ye no wusere ni kanike de no obi apampam tutu na fe krotimi fantu ni tim no yade wonunum tumrika na bra APA heba clinic wodia no eye cataract ete tienie dabi ameka se etani yo mo ahodo mienu ye wodi epie aninim ne wodi epie anine so wako hospital doctor say eternal pie waninim ewo eto ye wo hwenye de enyeye bomode na bra aba heba se wo ma so na me hwehwe mu ma me hunu se eternal pie waninim a memu adua ma de kofredu ane de eba be yi eternal apie anine so nana ne afi so ma anina de ate saa so na eternal esi wanine so ene wani batuntum ye hunu amama fita na age wanine so ye de afa oba memu waduro amade afredu ane de eba be nane eternal free wanine so wa bra menye wo operation ebia wanteme nkantem wanine akwakọ no operation ya de na side ababiem da bia mekam se yade no eye ne yade so nya ni yade eye trim yade panimfo se anibo ekotrim enti wanine bonkunka eternal fa so yade aka na yade no wotrenim se wonya do be yetrenim adwuma na koyi ani ni kosiese na asa betu trem a da bia mekasa te se woyi preko fa tiche be dwa na asa na kota de chena no efina no be sa yade adore eti yade no wotrenim bra ebie heba beje do bi ko fredu ani di na meye trenim adwuma emeyi twa na ewo ani ni so no ekuro na ewo so no wani ntini na ayemre entin na atenu awade mfa do no so mesiesie ma ani ni nsanye de entibiem eti wani ni akwa na operation yade na sa babie mu a enket usu tumrika na yede ebra je number no ewa bra na afiade de aketo so na sene nso se nyame yadoma ebe wachina metra se wo kaso millennium eye adade last stop kaso millennium eho na metra se yede aye adwuma na wasane nso se doman hinkro ye adwuma wo doman so epena de jom apia kubi coast na tira ope ye adwuma firi juada ekopre memenda kwasiada nkwa na enye de ye nya adwuma besi kumasefo no de mo fla we wasi de aduro ma na no ye de be ma na sa na tie hye nso ma me na ye wie ensiesie na ye be ma mo so ye de ate je number no na frɛ ewa be na afiade de aka etro so ama no number 0541
0541
56 51
99
0541 56 51 99 and 0531 78 06 51 0531 78 06 51 and 0502 81 21 61 0502 81 21 61
yeah, the doctor see ABA heba your specialty said the doctor can anyone jumankasa ena ye share ne yesiesie na mepa mo choma mo wekumase no asante mantem ne mpatem no nchemu na doctor de bae no sa pepepe ne timpa mo choma da roma ane waya resa ho hia yen enitin da bi eguso ye gbode wuro sade be ya wo no ma ba ya so ya be de ma ya resa mo ho ato wo no nso benya ho chefa afim ma nso ho ato mo wo obi de ye namba na ama wo no ye be srew obetima ye bookings no kwa de ato ho no mo fra o se doctor me pesa me bada se woni nurse ni kasa ye be ma wo hunu da poti ya ye bie acha Tuesday Wednesday de ni ye wie nsiesie na ye no inside ye wie bibia no watimi ababa jo ya resa me pacho wa ba ho no nso pen ya ma waduro ebi aka cho se fi da se ko babaji aduro a wo frɛ ye ne a be mu wo hunu se ebi a Tuesday na Wednesday no betimi aba ananse betimi de aduro na ma no betimi de ama no na wa wo ma hoda ne de etwa se wo twɛn na wo ye bookings ne to se de be ya Tuesday Wednesday I be kumase de no ofre ne abantem a ye betimi ahwe wontam wakọ because woni say ye bie de a nyankopon ya do na Tuesday na Wednesday ye bie tum say kumase de ne start ye adwuma enipa bebu afaso no be dɔɔso nti wo ye bookings no e de to hɔ afre na sini aka kyerɛ se besa me ba Tuesday na Wednesday say ye bi obeka kyerɛ no wabantem abaje wa ya resakɔ wabanso ne am waduru a pacho betimi afre ye se bia se baje aduru na afre na ye di nkomo ne ye hu kwan fa so beboa ne mu sesi ayi de nyakopon ya adom ochena de nsiesie na ye no inside ho ne ye nwie ye eguso a ye to aso tipe pa acho kumase de ne nyame ya adom Tuesday anase Wednesday ye bebie nti kwaso na frɛ ne ne ni nkomo pese ye bookings abetimi abuki e de ato ne se de be ye bie ya oba ya no ne ye gina so ahwe wontem so ye speciality ani hu adwuma ne ye pacho akraka so millennium ne de eguso ye adwuma ene kwasie krampo no ebi mu koi ekwaje o mayaresa because ho na doctor fo no wo do ma hinkro enso so eguso ye adwuma ne de bibie nsi ye ho ye adwuma kuma se de ne pe na ye nsiesie e wo ye clinic wa ye nwie ye nti nyankopon ya de beti nsefru ho wonkwa ho hia into say ye ne ntem so said e ba betimi ahwe ama wanyu apomuden enu nti say wani pa na how dia so obendoma ebono ne patam dia ne kodoma hinku apeku bi coast branded job pa cho wo akra on Cape Coast fo no asankofo no munyina obi apesa wo kwa akra branch na asenfosufo no nyina betimi akota kwa ne takrade fo no nyina inche dade so pesa wo kwa no ma betimi akọ betimi akwa akra kaso millennium adade last stop inside ho na na ba bejo ayaresa ye sorry ye ya doctor to ankran fo nyakopon ya domo chenjo oti akonyam dendende wa akra oja ayaresa me pacho wani na di mfie se hu ni sa ka echi wani na nsan ye nka echi mfama yen ane ebiye heba ye ni mo ba ne nkomu kitapoma ye ni mo ba ne edo to drop mu ye ni mo ba ne nkrofo na aso so omumu edo mo ba ne nso asedan kenya nkopon se osofa rasta enam se bibidro kroji ne de ye adwa na twere konkonsi eni aduaba fa ha ne sayare no oso onkoti na asem no ono nso ne de obetimi aye de abo adasaman no enu nti de oye de ada samana nso do ho asem bi aba bejo ayaresa da bia meka so no nso ne dia twedi ampon yankopon de bo ne ba wi asese o meye emfa nye me ni umienu abepie wo ye kuro yi mu eye Ghana ha ne mu senti ba bia wo wa wote nka na anwumre bia no bra ne benya sa adoma chede we so mfa so entena ho ma ne nyansa no aka se mi hu yanka satam so na aka echi twa kunkuni so nyankopon kwoti na asa na anye bibi olo yeye so wankwoti dia no so fata se odi sa Mmra no so kakra na nyame kan se ni aduaba fa ha ne nsa yare no odi sa Mmra no so enu nti bra ne behunu ha mutumi se nyankopon fa tumi ansha ha mu abla ne be experience ne ekoso ebiye heba clinic ya so ye me se wo mo ba no mo da dropping mu nyina se na nka twede ampo nyankopon ye mo drom ne ko from aduane no mu di abonse within 3 days enipa ne fra enhira po be hira wo no eya na nya asem keto no obagi aduro dia ye doctor na me ni sa se yo me dadam mfie nson me dadam mfie na me dadam obi ko hon ma busumi mienu miensa no hu ni se wadade because asene mre atwene niema kwa achiri enu tie nim de ye duro ni nyankopon se ye nka no kwa se eba han pa de osofo ata na edikan enu se na bia me kan cho se ese kokromotu san ye ho gbopa okwa na wasan ba ye nim kofo bebra ebe ni pa de omu san ye ho ko omo nante ano masan bobu okoko se no kora na waba nanso hu de adronti no ba ye to ye bo asesan hye esiesie no ema ne yakama esan de ma enu nti wani no entwen ma ne nyansa brada bia me kan cho se odwuma na ade yi hwan se wunya ho minya ho nko enne ya wi do to from a ho minua ba me ma me awitie me papa awitie me se ni na watwe beba na wakonwa na wote so no beba na obi te so because ye ntwen ma adwuma no so nampan enu nti wasa wutu ana mo na apre wa yaresa don hire ba ku mienu abedi no ebi ye ba clinic aso ye obi okrampo ba within 30 minutes na de won say ma ne bia na ya ama no woko enu nti ntwen ma ne nyansa se me fam adwuma yi me ho ano na enne ya we account ho no ho na abeka sa adofo asa me se respond the body so wantie ni padua na ni padua ni betio mind the body system ni padua ni tie wo do ba to from ma me ni nkofo be ba no mu ji o mu hudi sene se de me ni umienu ye ji ye hudie no nanso abragra ko ma ne do mo to from no ho no mu huni se wiase we se mu yesum ampa ye mpa ne sa nti da bia metena sa me kasa with emotional minim dia me hunu wo yaso ye ho enu nti me mpese bi bato enu nti so wanya sa ampopo ye be oni padua mi stand doctor kan ye na tuana montam so na me hu yanka wewe anu ni aduru me pa cho diabetes ne hawa nye ma minu bebre mo ba ya so se doctor ansana mi benya ni fire ne diabetes ne di kan da ne hu adi ma mfa anya asem esan so onim se bi obetumi akwa abade bi ne ni ba no ho so ne nani efra pa cho diabetes ne yare ne ho ahomti ye pa to na mo na bra ebie he ba ye mo aye be ma waduro wo bo hu se be fi ni padua no ma ho ato na akwa fa ni fire amfa ambro no waka se mi hu yanka me pa cho ko hospital doctor se wanya HIV mo ho ni bi e wo ni padua ni mo susu na bob bna susu na shadem ne hu ne sanse wiase abawie ye bra ebie heba ye ni nkofo bebre ye ba ya afini omo ya sa omo ya we HIV mu na nya asam keto ye tena sese ne ye kan ha baka sa ya we ni ni ho ho pa wo ba ya so ho na be hu ne se nkofo wo sa o ha ni bi omo de bra ama ya sa mo ya we ama mo ho atowo mo obi ho ko cheke ni viral load no de be che no hu ko na ye ma so asena nka twedi amponya kopo se ma ne draw within 1 month ko cheke load ni bo se na so ate kra ba form kra ye gusu me na na duro kwa check bonse na ba ye negative we ye niema ABA heba esisi yaso ye ho no mo a eya na bro adwene ntiase so ni tutu anamone be hye ABA heba ye nduro na ye na behunu sa ha duro we onyame de tumi ahye mu ampa wo low pressure na high pressure me pa cho ntine fie nka se me pressure de no na bekumi eno ntimi nku we store na mo fa ho nko ade onyakopo be fa so asa yare ma ho ato pressure ba be da normal me si low pressure me fa ne kato ni tima kata tim ho die wu ato na nan wansie do pa cho ade onyakopo ka se na asase su nya nyenwie ma me wo mane ho hia tutu na mo ne bra ye bi eba be jo ya be sefro ne ma pressure me da normal emfa ma tete pa ne nke se bo hu so be nya glaucoma ne nke nipa ne wo mfie wo ha ne akiri enne ye nsha de because atam ne be to abakwasam se ye na nanom ko afom obudua bibi onu se dua ya mewi mimini mu nsuo mpa be ya mama na firi mani so na nsuo ne ye hu ne sa ha ne twe hu ehye hu mfa so de wo so ba ye bi e heba ne be hu ne se tumi wa ha mu na onyankopon de tumi na mani pa ba ko yo so fata so for rasta we studio ha na ote ye nka me se be experience bi entwa ma ne nyansa na ka se mi hu yanka me pa cho mfa yanka sa kwa wa me pa cho mfa yanka se mfa adroma no ye nye magician wo ba e wo se do fa process bi e wo se do fam te se wa kwa normal hospital na kwa ye ma wo no wo ba ye bi heba ye be hwe obi bia kama wo be te wo card te se do kwa be ye ma wo no ye be take wo vitals ye be hwe machine wo hwe be screen from your head to toe ni ya hwe ya we bi kwa hinta wo ni padua ma wanka sakra wo nya we ana machine be ya we ne apia me ye hunu ne ye kwaso wo ni padua ni mu e wo se advice to be advice wo se ma wo ho de be ma wo adran sana woni na nkasa na wo de ba ni afia treat to asia ma nwato enu nti bra ya so e ho no mo oba beje card 100 Ghana cedi ansa na akwa hu doctor ne nro ne de be ma wo no watu ya ho ka enu nti no nkasa wo kwan wa empanyimfo se kro bi wa kro bi to aso edidi kwan we nso enwa to na mo na bra ye wo kuma se kwada so edwuna se market na chi ho ado ma hinkro apia ku bi coast bra da dwum e ho na ye wa ye adwuma akra ka so millennium adade last stop inside ho na ye butu wa ye bo adwuma enu nti e bi e heba ye se ba han mu pa de onyankopon de tumi na maye e hye ye nsem nti se wo pa ya resa de abla ye ho na be jo ya resa free ho mpa to menchia eye medofo bi eye maame adwoa ma adwoa ai wo ye nail se wo tonsu market inside ho na nyankopon sha medo papa ma adwoa nyame sha papa ABA heba be jo ya resa free ho
ABA heba clinic limited
yes
I specialist
onyame kese
nyame kese ode Ghana fo ni ajiwa tu na usi kuma se na o yeru ni be shika
yes kakra
o tina de on transfer wo
be we china de me won knan me bompa se bi be duru bna dade na kede me ye shase last week na nim se be timi e ba ye ntimi anye dey
and kuma se for be feel when we are so udi almost about 1 or 2 weeks to
offer is it the lawyer we are met
bad luck ni ano
sanete
we know when say a new problem starting back
offer na lawyer o mo so dance here omu di me ho dance here ye na ade a enipa nya mugidie ne se on se me ndro no menyansi ho me amedi nua na ma wankasa no wakono awade ayede anom sanete me de ma wankasa no wakono anom na nua na mesia ne powder me de mu akofra aduane ayede edi sanete me de mu akofra aduane edi enti edro no nua no ehuodi nro wo mu nyina ayede ewo na da bia me kasa me twediampo nyankopon na de maba asasi kura me ni abranti a twediampo ayimi a abosom ensuo enua ensamafo ahonhum nyina ayede etamachi eti se ye honhum o se ye honam o oda sa ho ayede ato ABA mencha minua baba mencha konfoya mencha konfoya owo enkranza mencha konfoya e wo live ne so nti enkranza fo amohwe WONTUMI TV monka je konfoya se ABA heba ne ni abema mesimi ye de metia no
mati nyamishra opa na onye okesie ma chef nyame nhira mo se mama ho kwan ma ene maton me dwumadino ebi nyame nhira opa. Now let's look at one thing na Ghana for. Now I want to address the president on it. Mr. President Mama and the cabinet minister any the spiritual fathers of the land, any civil society, they are in his camp. Any journalists they speak for him. and those who have joined the government, because President Mahama by you know what the journalists are to be kebi na omo criticize government no watwum ni akona be mu nti ama se say no journalists do ano expect say John Mahama be twi nti dey say be bia President Mahama ye bia no to be kan wasem ade ba ko a president oya eye very dangerous ama wa ban mu eye say uhuru amanfo yadi Mmra etata etibafo na yadi institutions the police cyber crime units na with the support of the judiciary they go hard at people who express opinion and even share their frustration. There's one thing that I want to say in life no, there is a reason why constitution can say freedom of speech is a fundamental human right. Fundamental human right meaning say eye bibia I say onipa bia to me share nadwen. Freedom of speech is not a privilege. Ya bo onipa sa on kasa na bibi handa expressing who, and there are so many various ways by which people express themselves. Obiwa onim kasa intino akakasa they say obi atem kakra ana ka sema anu edi kakra ana ohuru kakra ana o chenadwi ewo jibiemu yase jibiemu a asaba okananya so bi ani obado okebi. Now, the purpose of our constitution realize say in a democracy we allow everybody no one nyansa no nim nyansa no di atem oka nsem niano yamo mo kwan no mon kasa because kasa wo eyi hit Philippine adibako obroni suro ni obi a oyedi ye fe be culture of silence say me koka ye be cheme eti de ewu munu enmunu na hye de munu na adane borre na adane hit na efe de adane aba na enyi woni mu na enyi na egbu mu sai ya nkofo no edu tem bia wa hwe ya nemu ba yiye no mo kwa mo kasa ankeye Entina, it say, look, allow people to speak. Even someone didn't try, use the truth to answer in trouble. Now, insult to educate them, say insult any. Sure, the man the pass say, what invite to be a why would the attempt? Now, that fight it, you change na ube ankofuno. Say hardened criminal. Say obi a odidi atem is being handcuffed like a hardened criminal. Now share the energy of police for the handcuff omo mudidi atem no ana omo kan sema nyanse bi enimu no. The energy of police for the chiomo no. Akwe say the police is using more energy on people who violate free speech, people who abuse free speech than even armed robbery and other serious crimes. They are not using the same energy to go at people who are corrupting the system, people who are destroying our livelihood, people who are destroying our land, people who are engaging in all kinds of stealing on the street, people who are killing, murderers, and then murder. Abawo Ghana. We don't have the tools to investigate murder. Every murder be a cause to be a police in Castro. Name them. Fennec. All the murders are cause to be the police they are not channeling their resources in maintaining peace and order. But rather their resources now is to please the government of the day. Once Mama can say, and he will fit you out. It will be our pet Mama attention, you know. Go after people who are not hardened criminals, but their crime is that they've insulted. And you go after them, and then our judges are also not looking at the issue that come before them. Say those who are being brought say already attempt. There is a larger picture. There are people also there also doing the same offense. That is where my worry is. I can say the cyber crime unit attention is on those who don't support the government. Their review and then their monitoring is only on NDC sympathizers, food soldiers, TikTokers. That is where the monitoring is. Now you just NDC sympathizers, food soldiers, and they are doing all the damage, the insult, the misinformation, and the personal attack. Kevin Taylor, County Smart. And Mupeo, Black Rasta, and a host of NDC media houses, traditional media houses, the language they will use, and the insult and the attack, the police the radar no alcohol. They've closed their monitoring towards these people, and they only see those who are attacking the president. And see, when you do that, and you're only selective justice, but you see, you harden the people's heart. And my fear is that you see, arrest me, no jail me, my bread jail me, how long can you be arresting and jailing, arresting and jailing? How long can you be doing that? And people with reason, some saying people have, and when I say there are people who are saying that president, enough is enough. Stop the arrest and attack. Tell the people to stop the arrest and attack. President Mama, the box of you are ultimate person who is benefiting from this attack. Everybody in any share of attack in this country. Every public officer, and I'll be a public speaker, will be a kasa. You mean me too? I think I have not moved. Because those who speak, it's better said they will speak than to come and attack me. And you to media house, social media, not say like Ampaw, you are stupid. I prefer that you coming to do personal violence on my body. So anybody didn't attempt. It's far better say obefa abubo anatuo edebebomi. I prefer attended no because attended die erutembia the only what them look at us attended die. And the share of it say when I say can smart only my time me da because we say about black channel me we dey mean adua wo mitimu no ebi ni timu makosku channel me we nyam channel obi say black rasta dey jibie quantity black rasta so kasa nyansa bi anim but so say no apart from so shiwi na oya propaganda na oya gandam kotisika kan kwasi asem nkwasi jibi sem sa na black rasta. And you have some people when they attack you leave them, it's normal. Without personal attack, they will not have viewers. And the President Mama, please, enough of the arrests and jailing of people who just decided to express their views foolishly or immaturely. You see, because look, when people are quiet, currently once at Ghana, there is some any culture of silence too. President Mama, once you accuse the Nado of champion culture of silence, but you are doing worse. You are doing worse. You don't want anybody to express his opinion. He said, don't tell me who say, oh, no, I'm Africa, me go come. See, the moment you don't allow Ghanaians to speak their mind, they'll do evil. And you get to a stage, you don't be able to tell me, no, and my fear is that when people now begin to, they don't fear arrest, they don't fear imprisonment. You will. In life, the only way will be a senator, no, who say I didn't come. If I say, the man say, Uber arrest me, so be jail me. Who jail me, so be kwaba. What should, what Argentina, instead of arresting and jailing these people, deviants, not call them deviants, they don't know how to talk. And then people are content creators. They when they do those things, they trend. What is more fulfilling? Say, instead of arresting them, no, the cyber crime unit and the police rather should invite them for a talk. If you be a go overboard, invite the person for a talk. First, place the person in a position whereby he will be cancelled. And to what we say, Obi are committing wrong. Listen, police. I know the police. I've dealt with the police for more than 25 years of my life as a lawyer. And that case, they are medical court too. Got a police service. The cases that you resolve at the police stations, and then you're medical court too. The police does a lot of out of court settlements. And so why don't you promote out of court settlement with those who engage in false publications and insult and attack and those media flashes? No, why don't you rather invite them, let them write their statements, caution them, advise them, and let them sign a bond? Say, if they continue that way, when the police arrest them, this time they'll prosecute them. Then you begin to teach them, say, oh, baby, this kind of language is not good. Educate them. And the court, I beg you, the judges in this country, justice is not your personal property. According to Article 125, you don't own justice. Our judges in this country, please be a matter for all. The judiciary should be seen to be correcting, not jailing opponents of the government. I was expecting them to say, when cases of that nature bar a misdemeanor, the third point of call for these judges, circuit court judges and district court judges, because these issues of false statements, for example, fake news, they don't go to the high courts. It's the circuit court and the district court that deals with it. Now, why don't you use the criminal justice system to do ADR, out of court settlements? Refer these cases to ADR for them to settle matters. Or if anything at all, the judges must begin to caution these first-time offenders. Judges have the role in sentencing, educate them, warn them, and then if you don't find them, because most of them don't have the money, the means. What you need to do is to take them to community services, sentences, or let them sign bond of good behavior, or postpone sentencing, or a small fine. But the bond of good behavior will be the best sentencing policy for every judge. Anybody who comes before you, don't treat the person as a hardened criminal. The jail, the police service, the prisons are full. We have paid so much money to feed the prisoners. There's a lot of sickness. There's a lot of stress. The prison service is overstretched. Resource-wise, they don't have the money to maintain the prisoners. There is overcrowding, disease outbreak, all kinds of pressure on the prison service. Then just Obi can say Obi Yabua Tino hardened criminals. How? Then the judge will just sentence the person 1 year, 2 years. What? I just want to ask our judges in this country, what do you get? What do you benefit when you are sentencing people? When you are a judge, now Obi more criminal, on your armed robber, on your fraud here, on stealing here, on committing murder, on threatening to be life. The person is not engaged in third degrees, second degree, third degree felony, but misdemeanor because of insults. And they are no gown. Where there are remedies in the civil procedure to take those people on for defamation and let them pay heavy fines and heavy compensation. Our judges should start beginning to see these minor offenses as something that they ought to treat with mercy. But what are we seeing with the judiciary? They want to catch the eye of the president, jail this political opponent for the president to see, say you are doing good work, and then you'll be promoted to the high court. Is that what you want? Catch the eye of the president of the day? Why is the judiciary behaving like all of a sudden the enemy of the people? Judiciary, you are our assets. We are the beneficiary of the justice system. Judges, don't think that you are thinkers. Judges, don't be anti-human. Don't be wicked. Our judges should stop being wicked. Our judges should stop being vindictive. They don't dispense justice with anger and hatred. Don't dispense justice to be popular with the system. We don't need popular we don't need popular judgments. Because people will be happy with your judgment, you go hard. So that you have praise from the those who believe that why are there is doing well, then you are being marked for promotion. You see, when you are a judge, where is your compassion? Compassion for minor offenses. You wash your bad time. Oh, 1 year kodem. Now, 1 year kodem. What did it do to the system? What reform or deterrent? And at times when we look at social media, the way they arrest these people with the presence of so many police personnel. Jesus Christ. What are we benefiting from the arrests? Are we not wasting the nation's resources and the security energy on things that doesn't matter? But me have spoken. Don't prosecute in his name. Allow people. Look, everybody have been insulted in this country. Every president, they insulted Nkrumah. They insulted Buzia and Abrabo. They insulted, for instance, Ampaw. They insulted Akufu. They insulted Maurice, who is even a military dictator. He was insulted. Kufuor was insulted. Atamis was insulted. President Mmra, you yourself, you have been insulted. So what happens your second coming? All of a sudden you have become very hard on free speech. You become very hard on people. I say the level of tolerance is gone. The President Mmra we know. The Mmra we know. Atamis mentored you. You were Atamis' former vice president. The Asumdehini at least those qualities of Asujeni, you should have learned that President Mans will never tolerate what they are doing, what is happening currently. President Mans will not be happy. Then I forget President Mans. Lawrence called President Mans all sorts of names. Attacks on President Mans. When people attack me, they say, forgive them. Even Anado, forgive a lot of people. We thought President Mama, we thought you are God fearing. No. We thought you are servants of God, and you read the Bible. So if somebody offends you, 77 times forgive the person, because they don't know what they are doing. Where is the servants of God, men of God? What is happening? And President Mama will always preach the gospel when he meets the clergy. Pray, put on the godly nature. But no, near was here. No was here. You see, my worry is that it's where are the men of God today? Where are they? Where are the pastors? Where are the prophets? That is why I can tell you, I will do my heart for Lawrence Tete. Statement or yeah. When you met to celebrate at Tamils, it's the 14th year anniversary. President Mama, we were there. Reverend Rosetta said, like, look, use your last term to make friends, but not enemies. That statement is deep. President Mama is very, very deep. That statement is very, very deep. Use your last term, which is we are left with 2.5 years, and within the 2.5 years, 1 year will be taken away from your predecessor. Your predecessor will take over in the 3rd year to do campaign. So you are left with 1.5 years. President Mama, stop hurting people. One, look at what we've done to Tokonu and the family. Tokonu today is hurt. Tokonu today is suffering. Tokonu today is weeping. Tokonu today has been deprived of the long-term livelihood. The husband, the children, the family, the friends of Tokonu are in pain. Look at what is happening to WONTUMI. All his business, his account has been attacked. Jailed for 20 years. Jesus Christ. And the number of people who are being imprisoned, arrested and imprisoned, you are causing more pain and harm to people that are making friends. Today, I can say, President Mama, there are people within your party who applaud you. There are sycophants that will say that, oh, you are doing well. But I can tell you, wait and see. When you leave office, look at what is happening to the Nado. When President Nana was in power, everybody was praising Nana. Nana show boy. Nana do wrong. People were complaining, and there were people in NEC MPP who saw nothing wrong with whatever Nanado was doing. They saw nothing wrong with Nanado's governance. They saw nothing wrong with Nanado's style of governance. Praise singers, sycophants, surrounding the president. Yodom, until he lost heavily. And then after losing, the same people turned around and said that he is responsible. And look at the kind of accusations that President President Nado is facing. And Mama, you say, I don't know. You just forgot that 2016, you went through the same crisis. 2012 up to 2016, you were the man of the moment. You were the man of the moment. Everybody seems to love you 2012 to 2016. Your mama, Ababa say, I say, Onapo, the kind of praise singers, you for mama, wait for mama. They to the sense that you lost the 2016 elections. And when you lost, for 8 years, everybody abandoned you. And I thought you've learned that when you are in government, people who come closer to you don't like everything that you are doing. Like I tell you before God, the man, President Amma. The judiciary. The judges in this country, it's not everybody who's happy with what is happening. I can tell you before God, the man. Our judges in this country, it's not everybody who is happy with the resetting of the judiciary. There are people who are tokunus. Ally. There are some judges who are not happy with your administration. The way the judiciary have turned into, but they are not saying it. There are judges who will betray you when you leave office. The day you leave office, there are judges who will betray you. Currently, the judges seems to be on your side. Currently, you are winning all your cases. Currently, President Mama and NDC, you are winning cases all of a sudden. Every case, the deputy attorney general is happy, and they have lined up people. They win all the cases. Now the cases are won not because of the law, but because that is what the resetting and the order wants. Order wants jailing. So whether there is due process of due process, at the end of the day there should be jailing, and the list of people that must go to jail. But I love one judge. Judge, his lordship, Akabuafu. And I pray that this judge one day should be the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. His lordship, Akabuafu. The reason why I'm saying that is he's one of the few judges in the judiciary that is so honest, very principled, and my little background shows that he was called to the Canadian bench bar, practice in Canada. I've been 30 years at the bar, 10 years as a high court judge, 1 year as a court appeal, 2 years as a court appeal, and 1 year at the Supreme Court. And I, lawyer Maurice Ampaw, the reason why I love Justice Akabuafu is that I appeared before him. He has forgotten. I appeared before Justice Akabuafu when he was a high court judge. Tell me, a case with the name, Mako court, Bako, me client in the car. Now me client pretend. Up 6 months. Now can be body later to Sakrada. Or to be organized in the Tracy. Because first court, judge no bogu to be client also. Now can 4 months. It will need 2 months. It have to use legal gymnastic. My strategy. So I look at the rules of court. Let me hear about this. I've lost in court. 1 enti because file fresh writ na me pleading fraud na me pleading say the judgment of court 1 was procured by fraud and it means say fraud there once ma pleading fraud no there will be hearing long hearing now case to call Justice Akabuafo his lordship Akabuafo I know you Supreme Court judge when the case was mentioned so me mean Adrian Amedeko the moment I stood up to address the judge the judge said hey I'm passing sit down some of these your tricks what is fraudulent about what you have brought here that's what the account so me mean himself me movement ni say me ko bring judge dem so say that what chime da besides say what is fraudulent about this I say look these things some of us are above it Ampaw proof fraud and so my lord sir once we have alleged fraud no it is only try not say my friend there is nothing fraudulent therefore strike it out me rate no you owe go and pay from that day I have respect for Justice Akabuafo so or a justice who you cannot toy with very principled very honest a good judge and a righteous judge but he fears God Justice Akabuafo this judge must be a chief justice in the future because I just say what be academically to me is good Akabuafo is good academically but the master's PhD and if you look at the judgments high profile cases Akabuafo no di Pebu case Pebu copyright case Pebu Eko Chinchin the college lawyer say copyright ordinary joint investment Pebu wanted to do fraud Akabuafo judgment na expose Pebu and go read the judgment the way he addressed Martin Pebu this same Akabuafo was the one whose judgments he ruled against the MPP government whilst MPP government was in power. He was one of those judges who freed Atufosin. He didn't want to please Senado. He looked at the law. Akabuafo, this is Akabuafo I'm talking about. He's the same judge. He found McDonald guilty for contempt of court for land case. McDonald, you know McDonald has money and McDonald because some people was power and have the money he was trying to outreach somebody in land cases. Justice Akabuafo in his judgment said look you may know I don't care whether you are rich or you are influential the law is the law. Jesus Christ, these are the judges we are looking for and this is the judge who now as Supreme Court has decided a case on appeal and won prosecution that the investigators should stop being cool with complainants and in that judgment he said the duty of an investigator is to be honest during investigations gather every evidence that will help in unravel the truth even if the evidence will support the accused case. That is your job. And never hide evidence to incriminate or to kneel. And I went to the duty of the prosecutor and said, prosecution, your duty is not to seek conviction to the Attorney General. Samsra, listen to me. The duty of the prosecutor is not to seek conviction at all costs. Connive with criminals, turn them as witnesses against the innocent people, like what happened in WONTUMI. We slapping the prosecutor at all costs want to jail WONTUMI. The criminal galamseyers, no, Omo ko ye galamsey ya chia mo no. Coach them, use them against WONTUMI, and got conviction at all costs without the truth. Just Akabuafo, I'm telling you, if he was to sit in this case, I don't think Samsra you will succeed. Because that man is too experienced. You will look at Inkum and Co. Those who testify against WONTUMI as people who are not trustworthy. They are criminals. How can a criminal put accusation figure at another alleged criminal? That is why I'm saying that if this case go on appeal into the court and Justice Akabuafo sit on it, I know what he will do. And we have a lot of Akabuafos in the system. So President Mama, don't think that the judiciary is under your control. Our judges, you don't know them. So please, it's not everybody will be happy with you. Ghanaians are watching you. The day you leave power, Nsem, President Mama, Nsem, you cross over the president. When you see, you've got the people, you got the media, you got freedom of expression. So people are scared to express themselves. So now when we are out, then they are no more in chains. The way they will come at you, Jesus Christ, it's better to allow them the freedom to speak their mind. India and properties. Amount for Todaya na Obusro because do I know Todaya. I'm for say dino. If say, ne boy didn't do, no katasem, and if you know, a dino, more agent phono, mubuomo. Obi wa do to the ochire dan. No nim say dino kaya ton. No aju. Transport. Enti Mimia, then a person catch it. Omo person motor dan.
You better it's a for the ass. They tell us say, and then Abrabo ne bono, ubi bia ye obo brebia per se. Usi dan dache na wadem amane maso ayade anyway biada. According to a tuko abrocheni asa na ye strong properties here. I wo Kumasi City more asokwa. Ye no ba oba your office one ma. The ya and say properties bia ope bia so pass ase. Upe fie 4 bedroom 5 bedroom ato e Kumasi anko ade. Ye obebre e honom. Na people say won huni aso ye jeni. Ye no be collins amo akohwe. Edi na e wo no. E na people na ekitaye no. Una no so. Na wi a unu ona no akasa kama. Una ninie usunie. Ye wi a ye nya obi a ye ji scan sana. Anase registration there be. Ye nya sa nti ye wi bibia wi a na afede ya di wa den atoso kama ti strong properties no e dan bi na etwagu no we 4 bedroom kama o pass asase wo tech e dey see hostels a oba ebi wo ye bebre da good location e wo tech kwana so top me wo insase be 5 ho a me ton kwana so top insase 5 ho a me ton e bo no so e da form ye be ma 3 months na dey tuatua me obi wa gianse me obi wa hojo ihia so da ban ye obi wo ha ye tonton ye wo dan stadium ubetumi ato aye niye enso na twegu no ana se obe ye hu yiye kakra ana obebu agu ni aye obotom enti ene ope hostel esi ene hostel sika umpa obatek wa akote ho no eko aiduase ye obebre sase e ho a ye tonton ebo nso da form kama enti strong properties here obetuma fair no man 0546 732018 yewo santase so yewo 1 acre ewo santase etwagu no ene Christian University ena ebon ho 1 acre ena etwagu no eno so oba ebon ne wo form kama eno so ba office wo Kumasi City Mall another friend number no 0546 73 2018 0546 73 2018 0546 73 2018 strong properties baby bia open dan ewo adum ye obi wo honom adum so ye wo edan ho a betumi de asi stores ye wo be 5 ewo adum a ye ton a betumi de asi stores eno so oba ye wo trade kwatwi ye obi wo honom kokobe ye wo asase wo ho a ye ton santase e life ona ye obi wo honom a ye ton enti fra no man se si a ana e kira bra Kumasi City Mall o fra o buy office one ma you need be din komo kama 0546 73 2018 0546 73 2018 phrase si ana baby bia o pe edan ato asase ato no frɛ na enu din komo kama strong properties lawyer.
Thank you. Baby do me for them. Matisse, trust. Dr. Magashi ebie
the hospital
fine papa who
Amagashi de maso o second Jesus.
Wow.
Na hospital na we bie no.
Yo.
Friday no nyasem kotoa.
Nipa bae.
Nipa na me hu bi da. Etitiru ne beda Mr. Mpiani.
Okay.
Commander Central Ashanti Commander our Krumi ase Mr. Mpiani bedena ase also buy be tie chipa papa Amagashi nipa ba no ahifofo yanga sa krowura esoma ne bofo ma ne yeden e be tie chire kama etitu musicians me hu chasa me hu dia menka osa e ba no utwe hospital ka video sundu anka lawyer ka hwe Amagashi na say minimum ad go nti oma eso bala be transfer okasa na
wa because and we say ke
ala video sunia no yeyi epie video sunia ho
waye juma
minor o sa be si kra obo ase
oh wow
obo ase and the whole Ghana na hospital be fe pa we say ke video na ko bi ehue ti Amagashi de
enti no be edu no de me sign off na mo de Amagashi abehemu enti tiefo nyame hyae na ɔma yɛ adepa bi ɛnkyeɛ da sɛ ne ɛbɛsɛ hyɛ mu biom bye bye.